Did you make a lot of money, whether it was W-2 income or business income this year? I have found a great tax investment strategy that you can use to lower your taxes, and most of my clients are starting at about $100,000 in savings. Before I tell you how this works, go right now and like and subscribe. That way I can bring you more tax strategies. This is how this works. First, it's called box housing. And what it does is it's going to be deployed to places where there's natural disasters. So how does this work for you? You invest a certain amount of money, and because of the Big Beautiful Act, you get to depreciate the full amount and get a very large write-off on your tax return. Now, again, this is because of bonus depreciation that the Big Beautiful Act allowed it to have in full 100% starting in 2025 forward for the next couple of years or indefinitely. So that's how we get started. Buying homes, fully depreciating them, and not only you fully depreciate them, but you also contribute back to society to help people out there who have lost their home in a catastrophe or something. But the better part of this is that there is potential of you making income on these homes. When these homes get deployed to a disaster area, the federal government houses individuals, houses families, and pays according to the size of the home. So what does that do? After a while, this home pays itself and is going to give you a certain amount of income. How much? Not sure. Bottom line, you get a huge depreciation, a huge savings in taxes. You help the community, and better yet of all, you make sure you know what your money is doing for you. When we send it to the IRS, do we really know what we want our money to be doing for us, for the community? That's how I have been looking at this investment. This investment is like buying a home, but a much simpler process. So I went to Utah to experience what is it that we're getting ourselves into, what are my clients getting into, and how is this really working? And it was a beautiful, wonderful experience. Not only the people were wonderful, but the housing themselves really stand for what they say. I went to look at all the models, and there's some awesome pictures that we're probably going to share with you as we are going through this video. And these models are very solid. They basically say that they're worth about 100 years, that they could be folding them up and putting them back up. Maybe a little less, but 100 years, starting with 100 years is pretty good. So this was a great experience. I wanted to make sure I can touch, feel, and see what my clients are getting into. Let's look at the numbers. And this is where I get very, very excited because I can really see the picture of what I've been telling you. So let's assume you made $1 million. This is a classical example of one of my clients. Without the strategy, without state income tax, his tax is roughly about $300,000. Now, the same client with the strategy pays $70,000 in taxes, a net savings of $230,000. And you're going to wonder, well, how does this happen? Let's go back to bonus depreciation. The house investment is $130,000 that my client has to pull out of his pocket to pay for this house. But because of the Big Beautiful Act and bonus depreciation, he gets a $650,000 deduction for buying into this property. And of course, you have to qualify for the type of depreciation. This property has to be movable. It cannot be attached, otherwise it gets into the 27-year rule. So it's important to understand how the housing and what you're investing into in the rules to make sure that you qualify for these strategies. Bottom line, client saved $230,000 in taxes. Now you'll say, well, yeah, but he spent $130,000 in a house. But net savings after having an investment that may produce some income based on the rental of these homes to these natural disaster areas, he's going to have a possible investment going on for years to come. When you invest in a box house, it belongs to specific rules. It's not like buying the house next door. The house next door is subject to the real estate rules, which is minimum 27 and a half years depreciation. And yes, no bonus depreciation can be taken. Because of the type of property and understanding the type of property you're getting yourself into, that's what's going to make the bonus depreciation work for you. Before you make any decisions on any investments, be sure you talk to a qualified CPA who understands these tax strategies and savings and taxation that can make a huge difference on your bottom line. Bottom line, I know where my money is going. I know what is happening with it. There is an investment with a possibility of good income for many years to come, a savings of $100,000, and I am not sending it to the IRS, and I am using their rules to put it back into the economy, to put it back into what is needed in our country. Being out there, seeing these homes in person was just a super experience. It makes me trusted. It makes me feel like it's a solid investment. A few of my clients have already taken advantage of it by calculating how it's really going to affect their taxes and how things are going to work for them. This could work for a lot of people, a lot of different people, different incomes. There are different housings. There are different figures. This is the highest tax, the biggest house. So there are homes that start at $70,000 for those who need to lower their taxes and they don't need this significant amount and they don't have the significant amount of income. Great strategy, trust it. I'm looking forward to serving in this field that I've been out there and seen it in person. Made me feel very well doing this. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments below and we'll try to get back to all of you. If you need help with this strategy or you know someone that could use this strategy, call us at the number below. Check out our website. When you do call us, we will be able to get some of your documents, review them, and perhaps maybe even make a small assessment as to how much we could save you starting off that. We look forward to talking to you, and we'll see you next time.